Good morning, everyone. Ted here, outside on my lawn with my garage for a backstop. It's also to get me out of the breeze a bit because, as you can see, I've got a Coleman. I think you can probably see the no label on that side. Okay. Anyway, a Coleman single burner running on propane with this 1 pound cylinder. I have my Whirley Pop. I purchased about a week and a half ago or so from Cabela's. You might think it's not because it says Cabela's on the top. They paid to have their name embossed on it instead of the Whirley Pop. However, it's genuine. It came with a genuine warranty. I've got a Coleman single burner, and I'm not seeing a model number from where I am right here. Anyway, single burner, and it's running on a 1 pound cylinder. My iPhone, I can't use it for a timer today, so I'm not going to have times to be able to record on my logbook or anything else. I need to pick up some kind of timer for my brewing coffee as well as for when I actually roast it. So I'm going to start off, we'll turn it on. Oh yes, it's going. Okay, now I've turned it on probably a little bit high. We'll put this down here. We don't need it unless the wind blows us out. Okay, I want to heat up the Whirley Pop. And while that's happening, we'll mention, now the coffee I've got is Primo's Coffee Company, 100% Arabica coffee. Net weight, the bag was 3 pounds, so you can see that we've been going through it a bit. And it's through B&C Imports LLC, Cove, Texas. Anyway, this is a single origin unroasted Nicaraguan estate coffee, direct trade, and I kind of like it. I have discovered already that sometimes the real strong fruity flavored coffees are a little much for me. I'm getting used to just going without coffee and creamer in places like Tim Hortons and you know, the coffee shops, and their coffees aren't anywhere near the same. Okay, now I'm going to turn this down. And I'm going to depend on checking the flame. Now, I'm seeing some smoke coming out of it, which means, yeah, dregs from last time, right? Okay. Now, depending on who you watch on YouTube, a number of people do it different ways. I've seen people dump half a pound of coffee in. I found that mine was catching a little bit until the beans swelled up, you know, they start as the roasting progressed. So I'm going to put about 1.5 pounds in. That should be about enough. And I'm going to aim for a bit on the light side of a medium roast. I roast coffee for my neighbor, and I do hers a bit on the heavy, dark side of medium roast because she likes a strong flavored coffee. So, and whereas I do not. And yes, yeah, the old hay grass scent that everybody refers to. So I did not bring out a separate bowl. So I will put this in and then add another half quickly, and that's about a half. Okay, we'll put them aside and start the crank going. You can hear it popping. Now, some people advocate 2 revolutions per second. Some people turn the crank quite slowly like this, whereas I tend to want to do it a little bit faster. Since I don't have a timer, it can be interesting. Come on, let's go here. And this is one of those things I have to put up with. Hopefully you can hear me okay. and I'll pause it until I have something to report to you. Okay, now I'm getting a bit of steam come out of it, so it's starting to dry the beans a bit, and you'll progress along at this. I just look at, you probably won't see it with the draft you have. The vents actually let the steam out quite well. There's just 4 vents, but they seem to do the job well. And next thing we'll... Okay, right now we're just past the color of straw color. I'm getting a little bit of smoke coming out. Maybe steam, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Anyway, it's moving along, and I'm trying to do it not too quickly. I don't want to do it really hot. Same as when we get more advanced, I'll slow down the flame a little bit. But I don't want a real heavy dark roast. My first try, they were glistening shiny. If you doubt that, check my Facebook page, and you'll find that I put a picture there, and they were nice shiny black beans, and it tasted terrible when I chewed on one. Now we are getting, oh yeah, it's got, shouldn't be long before the first crack. They're still popping, okay. Okay. You can hear them still popping, but the color is what I want. Okay, now I stir it with the paddle here to the side, and you can see the chaff coming through. The holes are fairly large in this colander. And so, turn off the flame. Now is when we need to breeze, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Not sure what that is. Anyway. Okay, get rid of that chaff. I'm going to give it some more stirring and get rid of all the chaff that I can. My aim is to get another colander, preferably about this size. They can pour back and forth. And the ground is getting decorated by roasted chaff. It's okay. I see a few black ones in there, are quite dark. Obviously the first beans to get at it, and I may have left them a little long, but I don't want to go to the extreme either of having it too light and not being a decent roast. Now, where did I get the idea of roasting my own coffee like this? Well, I got that idea from Mark Young in Halifax. Same place that I first saw the AeroPress used. Mark using an AeroPress, and yeah, putting that against bare leg is not a good idea. I want to get all the chaff out I can this way, where that little dish, that's a tray that originally came with a toaster oven, and changed, it oxidized and looked terrible. Didn't like it. Okay, let's go again here. Now, That's it, wind blow. Blow away the chaff. And actually, it's mostly gone. So the next step, I'm just going to shake them around a little bit. Reach over here. My wife just happened to love baking cookies. And so, there, I'll just sit that there, spread them out. And I have to check and see how much you can actually see on this thing. Okay, I'll just bring them up closer. Okay, so you get the idea. Some are a little darker than others, and some are light, more in the lighter zone that I wanted. So I could have actually quit a little bit sooner, but that's okay. These are not as dark, and I'm just sitting it on the ground and let the ground absorb the cold, or the heat, from the tray. So, this is a new experience for me. I'm learning, and yeah, this coffee should last. I've got 20 pounds of coffee beans on order, and I'll let you know about those when I get them. Hopefully we can progress, and I can continue to learn from all you folks that are roasting your own coffee beans. I appreciate you, your ideas, and yes, conflicting ideas too. Some of you have different ideas. It's okay. Whatever works good for you is what you need to do. And for me, I'm roughing it a little bit here right now, but we'll get there. I'm going to give these a little bit more shaking up in the colander here, just in case there is any that wants to give up the chaff yet, but I didn't see much left on the tray down here. And I'm hoping that they'll turn out real nice. I thank you for joining me out here in this, I'll call it a balmy day, I guess. This is the first day that's been below 30 degrees centigrade in over, it must be close to 2 weeks now. We'll talk to you again real soon. Have yourself a fine day, and if you remember, please, to like, subscribe, and yes, go ahead and share.